So, you want to launch a Shopify print-on-demand business that actually works? Well, you've come to the right place. We're about to walk through the entire playbook, taking you from that spark of an idea all the way to the awesome feeling of getting your very first sale.
Actually starting an online store, that's surprisingly easy. Seriously, you could probably get a Shopify site up and running in a weekend. The platform is built to be simple. But the real question, the one that keeps you up at night, is how do you make it profitable?
And let's just be honest with each other. That's the hard part. It's so easy to get lost comparing a million different apps, get totally blindsided by costs you didn't even know existed, and then just feel completely stuck wondering how to get anyone to actually buy your stuff.
And that's exactly why we're doing this. This isn't just about starting a business. Think of this as your complete, no-fluff, step-by-step guide to building a store that doesn't just, exist. It actually thrives.
Okay, first things first. Let's get right to the core of it. What is this whole print-on-demand thing, and why is it one of the most popular ways people start selling online today?
At its heart, print-on-demand, or POD, is a really beautiful and simple idea. You get to sell all these cool custom-designed products, but here's the magic part. You never have to buy or hold any inventory. A partner company does all the heavy lifting, the printing, the packing, the shipping. It really is one of the lowest-risk ways you can start a business.
And the way it works, it's this super clean, totally automated cycle. You create a design, you put it on a product like a t-shirt, and you list it in your store. Then, a customer buys it, that order automatically gets sent to your partner, they print it, pack it, ship it directly to the customer, and you just keep the profit. It's that simple.
All right, let's talk about the money, because being profitable starts with knowing your numbers. And while you don't have to buy inventory, it's not totally free. So let's break down the real costs you should be ready for.
First up, you've got your basic platform costs. Think of this like your digital rent. You've got your monthly Shopify subscription, which is going to be around $29 to start. You'll definitely want a custom domain for your brand. That's about $15 a year. And while the free Shopify themes are pretty good, you might decide to buy a premium theme one time for some extra bells and whistles.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. This is your biggest variable cost, the product itself. We're looking at a standard Gildan t-shirt across the 3 biggest providers. And this price includes the shipping. You can see right away that Printify is the cheapest and Printful is the most expensive. This one decision can totally change your profit on every single thing you sell.
And here's what that actually looks like in your pocket. If you sell that same shirt for $30, look at the difference. With Printify, you're making over $15 per shirt. With Printful, it's under $11. That's almost a $5 difference. Multiply that by 100 sales, and you can see how fast that adds up. It's a huge deal.
Okay, and finally, let's talk about the costs everyone seems to forget. First, sample orders. Please do not skip this. You should never sell a product you haven't actually seen and felt yourself. Then there are design assets. If you're not a designer, you might need a Canvas subscription or maybe hire a freelancer. And most importantly, you need a marketing budget. Even just $100 or $200 for your first month is crucial to get some eyeballs on your store. Which brings us to your next huge decision, picking your POD partner. I want you to think of this company as the engine of your business. You're not just picking an app, you're picking a core partner who's going to make or break your customer experience.
So here's a quick look at the major players in the game, with ratings straight from the Shopify App Store. You've got the 2 giants, Printful and Printify. Then you have these really cool niche specialists, like Shine On is the king of jewelry, Appleek is for super high-end clothing, and T-Launch has all kinds of unique, weird stuff beyond just t-shirts.
For most people just starting out, it really boils down to these 2. Printful is the all-in-one service. They own all their own factories, so the quality is super consistent. But, like we saw, their costs are higher. Printify, on the other hand, is more like a marketplace. They connect you to a huge network of different printers. This drives the cost down and gives you way more product options. The only catch, the quality can be different depending on which printer you choose, which is why ordering samples is an absolute must with them.
All right, you've got your budget figured out, you've got a partner in mind. Now for the really fun part, actually building your store. Here's a simple 5-step process to get you from zero to a launch-ready business.
The first few steps are super easy, I promise. You'll just start your Shopify trial, head over to the App Store and install the partner you chose, like Printful or Printify. Then you just dive into their system, upload your design, place it on a product using their mockup generator, set your price, and bam, you've made your first product. It's actually a pretty fun process.
Now, stop for a second. I really need you to focus on this slide. This is so important. Messing up your shipping is, without a doubt, the single most common and costly mistake new sellers make. If you charge a customer $5 for shipping, but it actually costs you $10 to ship, that $5 comes directly out of your profit margin.
Luckily, the fix is incredibly simple. When you install your POD app, it should automatically create a shipping profile inside Shopify. All you have to do is go into your Shopify settings, click on Shipping and Delivery, and just double-check that the profile from your partner app is active and correct. This one tiny check can literally save you hundreds of dollars.
Okay, your store is built, your shipping is set up correctly, you are officially live. Now for the real challenge. How do you get people to actually find your store and buy your products? Let's map out a marketing plan for your very first month.
Here's your 30-day game plan. In week 1, don't spend any money. Just go into relevant Facebook groups or Reddit communities and get feedback on your designs. Week 2, do a soft launch to friends and family. This gets you your first sales and, more importantly, pictures of real people wearing your stuff. In week 3, you take those photos and start creating organic content for places like Pinterest and Instagram. And then finally, in week 4, you can launch a simple $5 a day retargeting ad to bring back anyone who visited your site but didn't buy.
So this is the big one, right? The elephant in the room. With so many people starting these stores, is the market just too saturated? Is it even possible to make good money with print on demand anymore?
And the answer is a confident, absolute yes. But, and this is a big but, the game has changed. You can't just throw a generic quote on a t-shirt and expect to get rich anymore. Today, success is all about building a real brand, finding and owning a very specific niche, and making designs that truly connect with a passionate group of people. You have to treat this like a real business.
And that's it. You've now got the entire playbook. You know the costs, you know the best partners, and you have a clear plan to get your first sales. The only thing standing between your idea and a real, profitable business is taking that first step. So, the only question left is, what are you going to create?